Hi everyone, Caitlin from Pointer here. I'm joined by the lovely Kate Kesby from Juggle Strategies, and today we're just going to have a quick chat about a few things around compliance with remote workers. Kate, if you'd just like to quickly introduce yourself and let us know what Juggle Strategies is all about, that would be great.
Yeah, thanks for being with you today. So Juggle Strategies is an organisation set up to help people and organisations work in different ways, adjust to the future of work and to workplace flexibility.
Yeah, fantastic. So I guess in terms for remote workers, what we're trying to work out is, I guess, a few of the things around compliance that remote workers need to be aware of, especially if you're new to the remote working space.
Yeah. So this is one of the big expectation versus reality gaps that's happening right now, with everybody being forced to work remotely and not actually having time to get equipped for that. And even people that have worked remotely before are having to adjust because now they might have a household full of children homeschooling or their partners working from home as well. So the beautiful, perfect office setup is not the reality that a lot of people are experiencing right now. Your organisation may have a work health and safety checklist with a whole series of things that, in a perfect world, you would be able to tick off from a compliance point of view for work health and safety, things like trip hazards and lighting and an ergonomic chair. The reality is likely to be very, very different in this situation. And what we'd encourage is total transparency. So it's really pointless to just sign that form in the fear that if you say you're not compliant, you won't be able to work. It's a better situation to say, here are my gaps. These are the things I can't tick off. And these are my workarounds or how I'm mitigating that risk. So for example, if you have a laptop, you want to make sure it's at eye height for you. And most people will find that they're kind of looking down, and that's really bad for your back and neck. But we don't need to invest in fancy stands or adjustable height chairs. Just grab a pile of books or a box so that you can raise it. As long as it's stable, then you'll be able to make sure that the video calls and things are not up your nose and that your back and neck are protected. Yeah. But I think the important thing is transparency, because that list is a perfect world. That is not the world we're living in right now. And there are ways we can work around it. Like your employer might say, well, let's take more frequent breaks, or here are 3 stretches that you can do. And now you're compliant again. So we may be able to achieve compliance in different ways. The whole reason we're sending people home is for their safety in the first place.
Absolutely. I think it's so easy to sort of treat people like robots in this sort of case, where it's, oh, we've got a checklist and we need you to do X, Y, Z to be safe. But at the end of the day, we're all human. If you're working from home, there's likely other people, bits and pieces in the house anyway. I guess it's a little bit unrealistic just to expect that we're going to have like hospital levels of sterile houseness. It just doesn't happen. So that's a really good point.
Exactly. I mean, think about the main things, like do you have a smoke alarm, those real life and death things, they do matter.
Absolutely.
But the little things, be kind to yourself, be creative, and look for practical workarounds you can do.
Yeah, great. Thanks for your time, Kate. Great tips.
No problem.
Very good. See ya.